The purpose of this E-column is to create a microsphere to serve as a model for a future colony in Planet 3007. We will use our understanding of the 4 laws of ecology and relate them to sustaining a living ecosystem. Initially, we germinated 2 seeds that weighed 0.01 grams. The most layer of our filter was gravel that weighed 125.8 grams. This layer was then followed by sand that weighed 98.6 grams, which was followed by stones that weighed 228.5 grams, and the topmost layer of our filter was soil that weighed 223 grams. We then planted our seeds in the soil. This chamber consisted of decayed material weighing 446.9 grams. We then added fruit peeling weighing 1.32 grams, paper weighing 1.22 grams, and plastic weighing 0.15 grams, with a worm which was added in this chamber too. This chamber consists of gravel weighing 194.2 grams, sand weighing 199.9 grams, rocks weighing 590.9 grams, water with the volume of 1300 ml, and plants weighing 0.07 grams. Temperatures of our decomposition chamber kept going down. Temperatures of our decomposition chamber kept going down because the decayed material retained some moisture for our worms, which is how they survive. The worms cannot survive in extreme temperatures, so if the weather outside is too hot, they should be kept indoors, which is exactly what we did. If the temperature outside is too hot, it is really important for the area to stay cool and moist for the worms to survive. There was initially just one worm, but on the last day of observations, we encountered 10 to 12 worms. Initially, we had just one worm, but it became 10 to 12 of them in the end because worms reproduce by tearing themselves in half. They can do this because they are neither male nor female, as they possess the parts of both. This process happens by accident because their real intention is to heal themselves through this process, and they perform an asexual reproduction. There was a decrease in the mass of the fruit peeling and the paper in the decomposition chamber. The mass of the fruit peeling decreased by 0.06 grams and the mass of the paper decreased by 0.05 grams. We are assuming that some of the mass is missing because it's showing signs of decomposition. One of our 3 fish from the aquatic chamber died on our 3rd day of observation, and so did one of our plant from the terrestrial chamber. The space that was there in our aquatic and terrestrial chambers was not enough for the survival of so many biotic factors. I say this because when there are many biotic factors in a small habitat, they have to share their food, space, or other nutrients, and sometimes when there are more than the required number of them, they start fighting for their rightful share, and when they fail, they die. Our chambers probably held enough space for just 2 fish and just 1 plant. There was a plant growing in the decomposition chamber which soon died. The decayed material probably had a seed somewhere inside it which we had no idea about. This seed must have started growing because the decomposition layer had all the nutrients needed by the plant and more. The seed received water from the moisture in the decayed matter, allowing it to grow more. The plant then died because the decayed material was too damp. Also, when the plant is given too many nutrients, it becomes overwhelming and it dies. We had a slight change in our pH on the 3rd day, but it went back to normal on the 4th day. Our aquatic chamber was different from all the others. We had a lot of rocks in our chamber. This may have been one of the reasons that might have affected the level of acidity in our water, or it could have been because of the death of the fish.